This I wanna nail sports to the bone. Top blogger, top YouTube channel. No matter which sports, yeah, we got it covered. Subscribe and hit the notification bell.
What's up, my wonderful sports to the bone family? What's up? What's up? Welcome back, guys. How are you doing? All right, my wonderful peeps. So, yesterday I gave you guys the full interview with the lead selector Desmond Haynes addressing why Shimron Hetmyer is not in the T20 or the ODI squad, right? So in this video, I am going to be zooming in on the aspect that covers Evan Lewis. Quite a few persons are still not sure what is the thing with Evan Lewis and what was said by the lead selector Desmond Haynes. So I am going to be bringing that part of the press conference to you guys in this video, similarly to how I brought the Shimron Hetmyer part yesterday. So I am taking this one from Crick Nation. And the headline says, Evan Lewis sending bad vibes about doing fitness tests. And they made that headline based off a quote from the lead selector. So let us get into the article that is going to be covering a couple of things that was said by Desmond Haynes as it relates to what he heard from Evan Lewis. So the article starts and it says, lead selector of West Indies men's cricket team, Desmond Haynes, is questioning the commitment of West Indies batsman Evan Lewis after Lewis failed recently to complete a fitness test that led to his being overlooked for an upcoming series against Bangladesh, the series that is about to get underway, right? Now, the West Indies squads for the T20 and ODI series were announced by Cricket West Indies a couple days ago. I think it was about Tuesday. And as you guys are aware, Evan Lewis was not named in either the T20 or the ODI, right? And quite a few persons are still wondering. So Dr. Desmond Haynes was actually speaking on Zoom, to journalists. And he went straight to what Evan Lewis had to say. Well, he gave us the answers to some questions that he asked Evan Lewis. Let me just get into it. So the article continues and it says, speaking to journalists on Zoom on Wednesday, Haynes said arrangements were put in place for Lewis to complete a run to assess his fitness while he was playing in the 2022 Indian Premier League, which ended on May 29. Desmond Haynes is quoted as saying, and I quote, I spoke to Evan probably a couple weeks ago when it was reported to me that Evan was asked to do a fitness test in India with his IPL franchise, right? And because of an injury, it was suggested that he would do a 2K run. That is what Haynes had to say, end quote. Now, the article went on and it says, Haynes said the feedback he got from Lewis was not encouraging. Once again, Desmond Haynes is quoted as saying, open quote, when I reached out to him, I asked him about all the things that I have heard regarding the injury. He said, yes. I said, you were asked to do a 2K, right? He said, yes. I said, did you do it? He said, no. I said, did you not try to make arrangements to redo the test? He said, no. No. Desmond Haynes went on to say, the vibes I got from him that he was not interested in doing it anyway. Once again, the vibes I got from him is that he was not interested in doing it anyway. Now, it is nothing I can do. I would really like a time where we could just get an opportunity to pick all of these guys. But sometimes I am not too sure if these guys want to play. Once again, the vibes I got from him that he was not interested in doing it anyway. It is nothing I can do. I would really like a time where we could just get an opportunity to pick all of these guys, but sometimes I am not too sure if these guys want to play, in quote. So my viewers and subscribers, it would appear as if Desmond Haynes, representing the selection panel and CWI, they are reaching out, they are trying to reach a compromise with these players to try and see if they can get them to represent the region. But it would appear as if players are not willing to meet them halfway. All right. The article continues and it says, this is not the first time CWI has had issue with Lewis's fitness. In 2020, he was omitted from the ODI squad for the West Indies tour of Sri Lanka in May. Lewis was left out of the West Indies ODI tours of the Netherlands and Pakistan after failing another fitness test. Now, Desmond Haynes is quoted as saying once again, Evan Lewis was not considered for selection after failing to meet CWI's fitness criteria, end quote. That is what he said. Article continues and it says, West Indies toured the Netherlands, and we know from May 31 to June 4, and Pakistan from June 8 to 12. Lewis has a solid record for West Indies in ODIs and T20 internationals. Just remember, in 57 ODIs, he has scored 1,847 runs at an average of 36.94. Not bad at all. With 4 centuries and 10 half centuries. Now, in 50 T20 matches, he has compiled 1,423 runs at an average of 30.93, including 2 centuries and 10 50s. Now, the first time he played in ODI for West Indies would have been all the way back. The last time he played for West Indies in ODIs would have been July 2021. And the T20 cricket, where T20 cricket is concerned, would have been November 2021. So, there you have it, my viewers and subscribers. That is the exact information coming out of the CWI camp. So for those who did not hear the press conference, yesterday I brought you the aspect speaking about Shemran Hetmyer. Evan Lewis is another man that a lot of persons were wondering about. So there you have the information. Fitness is the issue, not necessarily injury, but apparently he was asked to do the fitness test, which would have been a 2K or, apparently they were looking if they could organize something else afterwards to get him to do it. But based on what Desmond Haynes is saying, it would appear as if the interest is not there. So, as they always say, you can take the horse to the water, but you cannot force the horse to drink the water. So, if everything is lining up according truthfully, then, there is so much CWI can do and no more. You understand? Because as I said, there still has to be some line or some level of fitness that will be met or should be met. We always question the fitness test and the fitness this because we see players that we think can outperform people in a fitness test, playing franchise cricket, yet still they cannot play for West Indies. And people that we personally believe can outperform these guys in fitness tests. Those the ones that we think cannot outperform these guys in fitness tests are playing. You understand? So, at least we get some information. We are always complaining that, communication and information coming to the fans is our issue. So, there we have it. That is what Desmond Haynes had to say. And once again, as I said for the Hetmyer situation yesterday, if the next party, which would be Evan Lewis in this case, is not agreeing with what Desmond Haynes has to say, then all he needs to do is to come out and address it and say, listen, nothing like that. But as far as we know, this is what happened. And this is the information that is out there. So let me know what you think about it, my viewers and subscribers. We're going to leave it right there for now, my peeps.